Once upon a time, in a serene village cradled by misty mountains, there lived a young woman named Aiko. Aiko was known for her gentle heart and unwavering spirit, but she faced a challenge that would test her faith like never before. For generations, Aiko's family had tended a small tea garden that provided them with both livelihood and joy. The tea from their garden was famed for its delicate flavor, believed to be infused with the tranquility of the mountains. One year, as the winter snows melted and spring blossoms began to appear, disaster struck. A fierce storm rolled down from the mountains, bringing torrents of rain and powerful winds. The once lush tea garden lay battered, its delicate plants broken and uprooted. Aiko's neighbors shook their heads in sorrow. "Your garden is ruined," they said. "It would be best to give up and find another way to live." But Aiko, though disheartened, refused to abandon her family's legacy. She knelt in the muddy garden, her hands covered in soil as she replanted what she could and cleared away the debris. Day after day, she toiled under the sun, nursing the fragile plants back to health. An old monk named Sensei Tadao, who lived in a nearby temple, saw Aiko's struggle. One day, he approached her and asked, "Why do you labor so tirelessly for a garden that seems lost?" Aiko paused and looked up, determination shining in her eyes. "Because this garden carries my family's love, Sensei. I believe it can bloom again." Sensei Tadao smiled gently. "Faith is like the roots of these plants," he said. "It remains unseen, but it gives life the strength to grow again." Encouraged by his words, Aiko continued her work. She woke at dawn to tend the garden and stayed until the stars glittered above. Despite the doubts whispered around her, she held firm to her belief that the garden would revive. As weeks turned into months, small signs of life began to emerge. Tiny green shoots pushed through the soil, and the first tender leaves unfurled toward the sun. The neighbors, who had once pitied Aiko, now watched in awe as the garden slowly regained its former beauty. One summer morning, Sensei Tadao returned to visit Aiko. Together, they walked through the rows of flourishing tea plants, inhaling the fragrant air. "The garden has returned," Sensei Tadao remarked. "But tell me, Aiko, what sustained you during the darkest days?" Aiko smiled softly, her gaze steady. "Faith is not about seeing the path clearly. It's about trusting that each step forward brings you closer to where you're meant to be. I did not know if my garden would survive, but I believed it deserved the chance to grow again." The monk nodded, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. Faith transforms the unseen into the seen. It turns despair into hope and obstacles into stepping stones. The reputation of Aiko's tea garden grew stronger than ever before. Travelers from distant lands came to taste the tea and hear the story of the young woman who, against all odds, restored her family's legacy through faith. And so, Aiko's story spread far beyond the village, becoming a testament to the power of believing in something greater than fear or doubt. Through her unwavering faith, she not only revived a garden, but also sowed seeds of hope in the hearts of everyone who heard her tale. Faith is the root that anchors us in storms and nourishes us in drought. Believe in the unseen, trust in the journey, and watch as life blooms in the most unexpected places.